All right, geeks, we're here with Rick Anderson, President of North America for Tempur+Sealy. Thank you, Rick, for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having
Appreciate it. You bet. So, very lively debate on warranties, and you guys stepped out. You took a leadership position. You reduced warranties, and so we had an interesting conversation about that. Tell me about your position on that and why you did what you did.
Well, we wanted to obviously do something to help kind of elevate the stature of the industry a little bit. So the first reason we did it was a concept that we heard yesterday at the conference called trustability. I mean, obviously it's trust. We wanted to remove things that were confusing and a somewhat skepticism that consumers have over the entire 25-year prorated warranties and so on. So we simplified, we brought trust into it. Secondly, we wanted to do anything we can to elevate demand within the industry. And we can debate it all day long as whether or not warranty length correlates with replacement cycles, but if we can do it, let's do it. And the third one is we listen to our retailers. I mean, we've been asked for years to continue to try to find ways to get the warranty equation a little bit more rational in the business.
And retailers are actually calling for even shorter warranties, aren't they?
Yeah, and I think the principle about leadership is it sometimes takes you into an uncertain area. And we certainly jumped into a very uncertain area with our move back in January when we announced it, and we implemented it in March. So we've been out there for 60 days with a warranty that's simplified and much shorter. So as we looked at it, we said, you know, what do we have to do here in order to underscore how important it is for us to have the right kind of trust with the consumer?
You know, you talked about trust as part of the equation and part of your decision-making process and the relationship we have with the consumer. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
If you think about consumers' feelings towards the category, oftentimes it's not positive. Oftentimes it's met with skepticism and or some degree of mistrust. So we believe that Tempur and Tempur+Sealy have always been trustworthy companies, and we want to become a beacon of trust in this large sea of untrust that sits out there. So that's one of the ways we can do it.
So are retail sales associates, do you think, using warranty at times as a crutch for a closing tool?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, there's, pick a number, there's 50,000 retail sales associates out there in the industry, and they're all very good. Many are very good. Some are exceptional, and there's always going to be that end of the tail that isn't great. And I believe that a number of them are using it for closing techniques, much in the same way that they would use things like comfort returns or so on as a closing technique or a comfort policy. We also know, we have evidence, we've done secret shops, we've been involved in training sessions, large group training sessions. We have actively observed competitors coaching RSAs to actually use warranty as a closing tactic.
So we have thousands of sleep geeks out there that are retail sales associates. So last question for you. What would you say to them in terms of things that they should be doing, in your opinion, in your company's opinion, of observing excellent behavior? What can they be doing to get better at their job and to represent the mattress category well? Understand
the shopper, understand who you're talking to and what their needs are, and then use innovation and use some of the new things in the category. If you look at the Stearns & Foster product line or the Optimum product line or the new Tempur Cloud and Contour collections, they're packed with innovation, they're packed with ways where we can meet consumer needs with high quality sleep products. And you just have to ask and understand what is it they're trying to solve for and what would give them confidence and give them a best night's sleep. So that's really the way I would do it.
Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.